Welcome back to another episode of You're Where With Who. Today we are sitting down with the Philadelphia duo 4VR for a special episode. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Happy to have you.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah. We really appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah.
Checked out all your guys' content. You guys are super dope. And I like
thank you.
I like the vibe and everything you're going for. I love
Yeah.
the questions. I love you guys put it together.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
We're excited to get some insight from you guys as well.
Yeah, dope.
I know. This is the first time we actually had like 3 guests on the podcast together. So, being the fact that you guys like, I want to say a duo, but you guys also work together.
Yeah.
How do you guys form a team? Like, what role does everyone you guys kind of play?
This and then that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're, it's okay, by the way, but you pronounce it forever.
Forever.
It's spelled 4VR. It makes
Oh,
sense. People do it all
shit.
the time. So they'll call us our.
We are forever.
We are forever
Like,
because that's our
that's
Instagram.
our Instagram.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, we are forever. Like at a show, we're like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
But, so we're forever, right? So we met weird. I'm trying to do it really fast. We went to the same school. We both went to the University of the Arts at the same time. We didn't know
Sweet.
each other. We had a bunch of the same friends because we were 2 grades apart. Right?
Yeah.
2 grades apart.
Okay.
Had a bunch of the same friends, but never met. Both dropped out of UArts at different times. And then, UArts.
Yes.
And then through those friends, we're like, hey, y'all heard about this person? We made music one day, made like 3 songs really quick, and then we were like, we should make a project, and then said the project we are now a duo. It's been a couple years now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Through that
That's
process,
amazing.
we met Army Zenn. Army Zenn is a part of a production group, 7Minutes2LA, but you can tell them.
Oh yeah. So I'm part of the production collective 7Minutes2LA. I met them at a show, studio I work at. They used to throw a bunch of shows in the city, Voltage Lounge and stuff like that. If y'all remember Voltage Lounge.
Sweet, yeah.
We met them at a show. I seen their performance and they were crazy. You gotta see them at the show. They're amazing. And from there, like we linked up at the studio and we just kind of been working together ever since.
And then we, through the last 2 years, right, have made 2 albums in the last 2 to 3 years during the pandemic, and they're called 7 Minutes to Forever. 7 Minutes to LA.
Ah,
So
okay.
we've been like a kind of pretty much a collective since then.
Yeah.
But we're still forever. There's still 7 Minutes to LA, but we do a lot of stuff together.
It doesn't look that way.
Right.
But
There's 2 to 4 more, right?
Yes,
right,
yes,
members of
yes,
7
yes.
Minutes to LA.
Brandon, Sean, Solomon Caesar, Trevor the Cut, everybody.
Yeah.
Are they all based in Philadelphia or just like mixed?
Local, it's
Yeah.
local.
Okay.
Even Delaware, right?
In the area.
Solomon Caesar, yeah. So, but local for sure.
Got you. Okay. So it's tough because it's like I want to ask individual
Yeah.
questions. Like I want everybody's insight. So can you guys just tell us like a little bit individually, how did y'all get into music? What brought you in?
my story is weird.
Ooh,
We
we like weird.
love
We like weird.
story.
Yeah,
Yes,
give us
give us
weird.
the weird story.
So like not like weird, but like just more so like I guess I don't know if it's typical. I feel like I have the same story as like Post Malone because he talks about this all the time.
Yeah.
But, I know. Shut up.
Yeah.
I literally like I feel like I didn't become sentient as a human being until I started playing Guitar Hero.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it was like so much fun for me, and also watching them on stage, I was like, I need this. I was like, I need to do it. So I felt that way at first, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna take some guitar lessons. So I started there. And then I met these 2 kids that are in another duo called AP The Plan. They performed at my high school because they got up there.
Yeah.
It was like some kind of talent show situation. And their music was actually really, really good. And I was like, wow, you can do that? Like, it was just like one of those things where I was like, woke up to music almost.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I've heard music, and I grew up on like Gwen Stefani and like Prince and like all kinds of stuff like that. But I didn't know I could like really do it myself. So I like hit them up and I lied to them and said that I was a producer. And
fake it till you make it. Like, yeah,
and then
absolutely.
I forced myself to learn how to make beats in like a couple days and sent them some stuff.
Really?
And ever since that, it just kind of took off, and I worked with them for a while, and then they moved to LA, and then I decided I want to make my own stuff,
Yeah,
So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to hear more about making beats in a few days,
Yeah,
teaching yourself.
yeah.
That's a crazy turnaround
I
time.
can lock in.
Oh.
And I'm locked in. Teach myself this.
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay.
I'll go.
Well, let's keep going. I want to know
Yeah.
more.
It's
Yes.
so simple for me. I just sang my whole life. A lot of people in my family just grew up singing.
Okay.
Both of my parents into music and just played it throughout the house, you know. But I've been just one of those kids who used to sing around the house all the time.
Yeah.
I was in the choir and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? And then I just
me too.
eventually- okay, choir again,
Yes,
choir
of
again.
course.
Specific again. And yeah, and then I just kind of I fell in love with hip hop too. So I just got a bunch of different inspirations to roll out music, and we're all fans of it. So eventually, I was just like, I think around 4th grade, I started writing my own songs, and I just stayed, went to college, trying to do it, and bye-bye. Really.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh,
What about you?
Me, I mean, I've been in music all my life. I played instruments when I was younger. I played the violin. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I feel like we've
Yeah.
gotten such
I knew that.
we've gotten some cool stories from podcast guests
She's like,
about
she
like
judging you
everybody
now.
just playing random instruments growing up and not bringing them in.
Yeah.
But no,
That's fire.
So it's violin, was that it?
Violin. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. I played. I messed around with the keys a little bit too, but
Gotcha.
from there, I always wanted to be a producer. So I got into engineering as well. They keep me around the music, and I just kind of been doing all of that over the years, and it led me to these people.
You a DJ too?
I do. Yeah.
Because that's technically how we met you, right?
Yeah.
Right,
it
you
was.
DJ'd at the show,
I did DJ
right?
at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. As well.
So then y'all need
a lot of different things.
Yes.
Music always been there, so.
Absolutely.
You know.
Damn.
So you guys met through a show.
Yes. Specific. And then he's
Okay.
right, it was through that studio, but the studio like through that show, and then we worked out of that
Yeah, we
Right,
got it.
right.
Sound
Right.
gallery.
Yeah.
The sound gallery.
Sound gallery
So,
studios.
yeah.
Okay. So set the scene of when you guys actually were at this show. Like what did that day look like? Give us the backstory.
Ooh, did you doing a
know
memory
more than
thing?
me.
I do? Me? My memory? Okay.
This is like a memory test.
Voltage Lounge, right? Let me see if I got it right. It was Voltage
This
Lounge.
might
I'm
have been
trying,
the
yo.
second or third time I seen y'all, because every time I
Right.
see you, I was like, yo, y'all show was fire.
Mm.
It happened to be this maybe the third time. I'm like, all right, no, we need to work.
Right, you came up and
Yeah, I came up
Yeah.
and then we linked to make
That's
music.
what
And
I
yes.
don't remember this.
See?
And actually, but also I drink a lot, and back then I was drinking way more. So like that entire.
You're just
session-
chilling, you're vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she was
vibing, she was
Okay.
No idea.
But I almost did.
That's
Did
fine.
you not DJ that day? Like for us?
I don't remember that.
No.
It was either me or Crates.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. No, okay, yeah, but I
That's
thought you were on
funny.
stage. That's why it was the whole thing. But yeah, Voltage Lounge, which shout out to Voltage Lounge. That don't exist anymore, right?
I think it's
I don't-
closed.
I don't
Closed,
think so.
right?
I think it's
yeah,
closed.
no.
Yeah, shout out to that in Philly. But Voltage Lounge, what was the year, bro? I don't know. How many years?
18.
18 maybe. 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was one of those showcases, you know, where it's just like
Yeah.
people on the lineup, get our 15 little minutes, but we fit a lot of songs. 15 minutes. Like
Yeah.
we just did a set last week, a couple weeks ago, and we had 30, but we did only 16 minutes, but it was still 7 songs. So
Wow.
it was
Damn.
like we probably
Oh my
did like
God.
5 songs in that.
That's crazy.
15, you know what I mean? Which is
Yeah.
probably but I guess that's really all I remember from the set besides meetings.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, obviously it worked
It
out.
worked,
Like,
yeah.
it's something amazing
Yeah.
came of it, right?
Mhm, for sure.
So tell us how working together has been. How do you guys all function together? Like, it's so interesting every single time when we'll sit down with somebody that's just like a solo act and seeing how, you know, the personality, it's just them. But when you sit down with multiple different personalities, I think it's really interesting to talk about how you work as a collective, you work as a team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you wanna go because we
Yeah.
friends, so it's a
Yeah,
little.
it's like,
it's-
all right. So I think that it's very easy because, all right, one, both of us are Libras, born around the same time.
Okay, yes.
And we just kind of like get each
You
other
mesh.
in that
It's
way.
perfect,
Like,
yeah.
We are kind of like the same person mentally, but I'm a little crazy.
It's like the opposite. It's like, yeah, it's like
You balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
Libras,
the things
scales,
that you
right?
do
Balance it.
really well,
I know.
like I probably lack in, and like I feel like especially like in a live performance situation, he's the energy. I'm definitely more laid back and like trying
Yeah.
to focus on vocals and shit.
Okay.
But like yeah, I think like writing and stuff, like we just kind of bounce ideas off. Like it's always just kind of been like give and take. Like no one's super tied to anything. There's no like ego. There's no like
Yeah.
we're just trying to make something, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like that's kind of it's been very easy, thankfully. But I don't.
honestly, that was it. I just
Yeah.
feel like if anything that I would add is just like adding in Zenn in 7 minutes would be probably it just made it easier,
That's the
right?
big difference.
Because they're
Yeah.
so good at their craft. All they have to do is just focus on making the best beat that you guys want to make, and we just try to adapt to whatever it is. Because right now we're in this pocket of like specific house and I don't want to mess a genre, but like house, pop, what else type of genre?
Deep house.
Like that lane right now.
Yeah.
But we can do, we've done all types of different things. So it's really just what up to whatever they want to, and it doesn't force Ren to always have to feel like,
I feel like we came kind of took a pressure, because Ren always produces well. We kind of took a lot of the weight off of her. Production.
Yeah.
We also always collaborate. She's always like, if she doesn't like something, she's a producer. She goes in and changes and makes adjustments and stuff as well. So it's like one big collaborative process all the time, especially with the production. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it come naturally first, like the lyrics or the production aspect? Because you kind of do both.
It's definitely got to be the production. Because like it's like it has to start there, you know.
Yeah.
Beat, like I'm not someone who likes to write too much without music. Like I know there's definitely artists out there that just like write in their notes, and, like, write in their notebooks and all kind of stuff, and like they put that to the music later.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like I don't really know how to do that. There's too much open space, and I'm like I need a little bit of structure. So like it's like if the beats. Like once we work on the beat and once that gets done, then I'm like, okay, now we can. How does the beat make me feel? And then we can write to that.
Right.
You know? Like it's definitely for that, for sure. That, but yeah.
I feel like it depends. Sometimes we hear that people go like the opposite direction, where they're like, oh, I'm having like whatever experience today. Like I had a really terrible day, or I had an amazing day, and I just want to put that out there. And then the beat kind of comes to them in the background, and then they're like, all right, I'm just gonna merge these two.
I don't think I've ever done that.
That's crazy.
It's so
it's
fun.
different.
It's processes, like
person to person.
Like even the way that we recently, I guess, the last couple of years, have tried is more freestyle-esque, like how modern rappers do
We
it.
used to write a lot.
Write a lot.
Like before recording, and now it's more so let's just feel the song out. Let's just like hum. Let's just say random words, mumble, and then it's like once you get
the melody got to be right though. Right.
Yeah, and then you put the words to the melody.
Yeah.
So.
Based on how we feel and that melody to
in that
beat
moment
makes us feel, like what does it make sense to come here? You know what
right,
I mean?
yeah.
Which is definitely not what we used to do. We were just like stuck at a line.
So I guess that means that like it would evolve a little bit based off of just when you start. I don't know how long it takes you guys to like start to finish make a track.
Not very long.
But I mean, I feel like if you start with a beat, you're feeling some way when you first start with that. And then a couple weeks later or something like that, you're like, kind of feel differently now. Is that something you guys experience?
I know I do.
Yeah.
Just because like, there's so many times you'll make a reference or I'll make a reference and I have no idea what I'm trying to say, but I'm like, that shit sound hot.
It's fine. No, you're good.
Sorry, Mom.
It's
I'm
okay.
just saying, but no, like it's just, damn, now I lost the question. What was the question? I forgot
How it evolves, like how the track evolves from start to finish.
Right. Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Gotcha.
So because of that, like you'll make a reference track to it or you'll home something to it, and I'll be like, damn, you fit that pocket so well. I'm gonna let that breathe. I have no idea what to do to it until maybe one day, weeks later, I'm like, something might have happened, something might not have happened. You know?
Right.
Sometimes he writes parts and expects my voice on them. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know
what he's doing. He's like at home writing stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I got this part and the hook is done, but you're gonna do it. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, sometimes it's like that. It's like, it's cool to like kind of just bounce ideas.
Yeah.
So,
it's like we got 3 separate brains here,
Right.
and they all got to work together.
Right.
And you're like,
So
I
you can go either way.
didn't know I was going to be doing that part of this track, but I guess I am because you decided that I am.
I'll ask though, right? I'll be like, hey, I know Ren. Ren will tell you if she don't like it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Ren, if it's trash, literally you can like just like
We could just
it's
get
not
rid
even,
of
you don't even have to grind me up. It's cool. But if you like it, here you go. You know what I mean? So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that it works out for the most part? You're pretty much on the same wavelength?
Yes, because even if we're not, we make it work eventually.
Okay.
It's like, there's been I can't really count on one hand. Times that it hasn't really been kind of smooth like that. And if it isn't, it's probably because the beat's trash.
Damn.
Or even like, it could even be a vibe. There's have been days in the studio we try to force something to a song. We're like, we forcing this.
Yeah.
We'll be like, let's come back to
That's
it.
what
You
I'm
think
saying.
sometimes it's because of the beat though? Sometimes, but not all. Sometimes it might be us.
Yeah,
though.
it drives
could be-
it, you know what I
Perfect
mean?
example. I'm not gonna no. There's been some times where we get a beat and we don't like the beat, right? And then sometimes we hear something else to the beat, and we're like, I like this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that's happened a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I feel like it
happened
depends. Right. It just depends. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how many how many takes do you guys have of like a single track, would you say? Because I feel like with something like that, I know, crazy question. I feel like you could go, you know when it's like you're working on something and you can tweak it like a little bit every time and you're like, okay, maybe I like that little tweak. But then you're like, what if I change like this drum? Or like, what if I change this other little piece? And then you're like, no, wait, I actually liked it more the first time. Like, I feel like that could throw a track off super easily. So it's like, you probably have.
Yikes.
Can't imagine what your
We do have
laptops look
multiple
like.
versions of songs, but sometimes that's even Zenn being like,
personally, I don't have that.
sometimes he's like, this tempo is not right, and we're like, the tempo?
Yeah, it sounds
Like, we're like just a little bit, he like
Yeah.
gets off by like 2 beats. I'm like, bro. stop.
Okay.
But we're like, wherever, he made the beat.
He
So
knows.
like, bro, whatever you feel like you need to do, and it's perfect, it ends up being perfect to us. So that's cool. But yeah. It can definitely be like that. But that's not even a bad thing. I feel like it's always for the, it's always for whatever's the best for the song.
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to make the best music as we can. Sometimes it involves us nitpicking.
Yeah.
We feel like it's right. You know? So,
Right.
We do it with mixes too. You know what I mean? We're doing it right
Yeah.
now. You know, it just can come and go because with so many
more
brands.
mixes than beats, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is you can't stand the mix.
It doesn't sound as good as a reference.
She gets
Yeah,
demoitis
right.
a lot.
The
Y'all
demo
know
is
that?
so
Demo,
good,
y'all know
and then-
about
The-
demoitis?
Demoitis?
Yeah.
Do y'all know what demoitis is?
No.
No?
Oh, really? Whoa. Okay.
No,
well, it's a good game for y'all. Okay.
Teach us. Teach us,
Good
please.
day with forever. No. Nah,
We're
demoitis is
learning.
just like I guess a term, a music term, I guess, music slang or whatever for the concept. Like a demo, like a reference track, your first version of the song, right? Having it for so long and being in love with that version so much that when you get the real version and you actually make it clean and you mix it up and it's finally like the better version of the song, you can't stand it, or it just doesn't feel the same and sound the same to the way that you originally you should ask every artist you ever asked.
That's
All-
crazy.
y'all
I
get it.
didn't
Y'all
know that
get
was
it.
a
It's
thing.
just different amounts.
Yeah.
I don't get it as much
Yeah.
because I've just been
I get
used
it
to like.
partly. We have it right now with the song we have coming out next,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's mixed the way that it should be, but I don't have an explanation on why. You know what I mean?
It just doesn't feel right to
Yeah.
you.
Why does it sound right?
So that's like our.
But I like the original version better. That's not mixed.
Okay.
So
But I think that's just demo.
Demoitis.
Demoitis.
it might sound
Demoitis.
better.
I'm gonna write
Right,
that one
it might
down.
literally-
I know.
thank you. No, it's a great point. It might the mix might be better. Like
Yeah.
straight up, it probably
Yeah.
is better than what we originally had, but just so attached to it from the way you heard it when you made. It's like your baby. You know what I mean? So,
Totally.
Yeah.
You like envision it a certain way and then it comes out as something else and you're like, is this actually what I
Yeah.
expect it
First
to
second
be?
you make something hot, you're just like, whoa, excited. and
So good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And once it changes, it's like, whoa, what are you doing to my song?
What did you do to it?
Dude, that's why she be offended in the studio. She be like,
Yeah.
not right. Not right.
Not
The amount of times you this an 808? Ooh.
Yeah.
He said, ooh wee.
I'm right there with you.
You too. You can't stand an 808.
Certain when he's out of key.
Oh yeah, they can't do it.
Yo, if
Oh.
it's not in the right key.
She be like, you have to change that
I'm gonna
now.
be passed
Somebody
over
playing a
back.
whole record, like a whole song. She's like, that has to change. I can't listen.
I still feel like
Yeah. Oh my god.
I was like, well, the song is good.
no.
The song is good.
Just gotta tweak a little bit. Just switch this little thing.
That's crazy. I don't think I'd be able to like even decipher the beat that quickly to be like, nope, that's it. Just
Oh, really?
pull it out.
I think that has to do with being a producer, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Low key, because I know the ins and outs of it, or like just how I think it should sound in the key, the right key.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it sticks out immediately.
Something's
like,
not right.
The second it's wrong, I'm just like, no, we gotta go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna harp on it. Like, I'm gonna hear it forever. Like, not no pun, but like,
Yes.
Bar 'em up, man.
it's
Bar 'em
like,
up.
I love it.
all right, I'm gonna say something crazy or not. So,
Okay.
the song we just put out,
Don't
right?
get us canceled. What you about to do?
No cancellations on this
No.
podcast, all right?
So the song we just put out, Cherry, right? It's
Yeah.
like this dance, deep house song, whatever. So all my life, I speak great English, okay? Okay? I do.
Okay.
But in the song, I say safest. But the word is safest. And I cannot unhear it.
Close enough, right?
I-
You're like, no, not close enough. I disagree.
my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the safest thing to do. It's the safest thing to do. But in this, like, oh my god.
No, I get it. I need to
When I
understand.
figured
Now
out-
I'm ready.
Safest.
It's
You just changed
like
it
how
a little
people
bit.
from-
Yeah.
It's fine.
Some people from like black people who do birthday. It's okay.
no,
It's the same.
no.
Birthday, right?
Birthday.
I think
You
with an
beat
F.
it with an F.
Or
Birth.
It just
Birth.
slides
It's
off.
different.
Oh,
It just
yeah,
slides
birthday,
off.
birthday.
It's
Birthday.
safest. It's
Yeah.
different.
You know
No. There's like a whole
It's
deep.
it's not that bad, but like you're gonna hear it when
Yeah,
you hear
every
the
time.
track back.
So
You're like, oh my god, I
That's what
can't believe I
I'm
said
saying.
that.
Every time I hear the song now, I'm just picking out this one word, and like that happens to me every time something's wrong. Like now I can't listen to the song anymore because I'm
no.
like, damn, like this, it's like it's tainted.
It's tainted.
I think that is a good use of the word.
I guarantee like nobody else is thinking about it though.
Exactly.
You know, it's
Like,
just something you would
Can't let it
notice.
go.
We tell her.
Re-record it. We
Yeah.
gotta do this again.
I don't have the money for that.
Nope, not doing that.
That's
It's
real.
done.
That's real.
It's
That
done.
thing is finito. Yes. It's uploaded.
Well, tell us. I'm sure there's many things, but tell us what you guys have upcoming as far as new tracks. I know you said you're working on like a bunch of different genres. Is there like a direction that you're trying to head in particular?
Honestly, yeah. I feel like so we've only dropped 2 singles right now this year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Enough and Cherry, and we kind of moved into a house and deep house dance music sound because we do it very well. I mean, in my opinion, but,
You do. No, you do. You do.
and I'm
You
just
do.
like,
You do.
It was fun to do. It's something that is easy to create. It's just like kind of lighthearted in a way because like sometimes I get super in my head about different things and like on my own as a solo artist,
Yeah.
I do a lot of dark R&B stuff and I get in my head about like I talk about relationships, blah, blah, blah. But like dance music, yo, it's always somewhat fucking fun.
It's
just
fun,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I was like you just move. You just want to move constantly and like I think. One of the things we were trying to get away from is doing too many genres at once because a lot of our projects jump around. So like we have projects that have like 4, 5, 6 different genres on them, and we're understanding now based on algorithms and social media and all that that people don't understand that. So like if you hear something you really like, right, and it's hip hop, right, and the next song we drop is like pop or R&B, you know, like people are just like, what? Like,
What's
where are we
happening
going?
here?
There's no
Like,
consistency.
Yeah,
consistency.
okay.
And like to us, I'm like, yo, no,
Right. Artistic.
like we're just
Yeah.
being versatile. Like we're just trying to like do something cool and different and like show off our stuff. But like people are just like, whoa, like this is too much. And I'm
Like you
nah.
don't know what you're doing. Basically.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what you want. And it's like, damn, we do actually. But
We're going for versatility, but like
Yeah.
so now we're just trying to hold on to one thing right now, and we're on a single run right now.
Okay.
That's just like all dance, all pop, all stuff we want to hear in the club, fun stuff. And
I fuck with
is
Yes.
that
that.
like a promo? Did you just do a
Plug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
I don't know what.
Please.
That was nice.
Please plug it. Go for it.
Okay. Take notes.
But yeah. So the first one was like very much house forward. The next one was a little deep house. This next one, I don't even know what I'm gonna call it. To be honest, it's called Entertain,
Okay.
and it really is a hook, a bridge, and a hook as a song.
Right.
And we're just like, screw the verse, you know? Like, let's just have fun. Let's just like make it something you can dance to start to finish. And
They be doing that over there in the house.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like, don't
there's-
Pink Panthers do
there's
that a
some-
lot? Right? Like,
Yeah.
1v1?
Yeah.
And I feel like we made that, and y'all were like, so we need a verse, and we kind of was just like, I don't know,
It was
because
just
it
like,
feels
oh,
right.
About what?
It felt right.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Great point.
Damn.
So I guess it changes based off the track, but it's like people might, based off what they see of you, like the vibe that they get from you, they might have this expectation.
Right.
And you're like, we don't want to fit into this box
Yeah.
kind of situation. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So within the genre of like house and deep house and all that stuff, like we are trying to like be ourselves in it
Yeah.
and really kind of flex that genre.
Right.
To
With
fit
our
us,
with the
you know
forever
what I mean?
sound.
Like
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like even if we do make house or rock or country, because we're both on it and our contrast is going to sound like forever because our voices just are very distinct or like it's just like you're gonna know like it's got a thing to it because like we have a lot of different songs with a lot of different genres, but all of them sound forever.
It still sounds like you
Like
at
us.
the end of the day. Yeah.
Like I listen to ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just to make sure we're cool.
It's a double check. We still got it.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
that. I like that. I
But
like
like,
that.
yeah, I do it, and I try to like put my brain in the mindset of a listener
Yeah.
a lot, and I'm just like, no, we sound like us on
That's
all
really
of these
good.
genres, and I really hope people understand that. But it's been a challenge.
How so?
It's just
because it's
the
social
TikTok
media,
world.
man.
Yeah, the social media world that we're in right now.
Yeah.
They just want something
You know, yeah.
clean cut and dry. They want to know you. They really want.
But they're also picky and choosy. It's like it's just a lot of different rules to this game because there's no rules.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I
I
mean?
feel like
started
it
no
changes.
rules.
Yeah.
And now there's apparently rules.
You also know there's not also.
Unspoken rules.
Right. That's why.
Yeah.
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 Unspoken rules, and they change every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it
it's
changes
like you
up.
wake up and it's one thing one week, and then the next it's like completely different.
Yeah.
And then you have the other aspect. We go for days, y'all, with the social media.
Yeah.
And then it's just, I'll say the last thing. It's just like, even the people that do go viral, right? They don't get hit records. Like, we don't remember them most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
So
true.
it's just like, what does that what are we supposed to go for? What's the thing to go for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be on now. Back
Yeah.
when we were younger, it was like, all right, you do this, then you do this, then you then it's most
Yeah.
likely you're gonna get this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
And
adds
then
steps
try this
to
other
it.
way because people have done it before.
Yep.
Now it's just like put everything into this, but don't because you gotta still leave some energy
Yeah.
to try this version of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like
Yeah.
it's way different now. That's all.
Yeah, the steps aren't as clear cut, I feel. I feel like it's kind of like throw something at the wall and like hope that it sticks.
Yep.
If it doesn't,
Try again.
try
Yeah.
a different thing.
You
And
should
like,
hear our meetings with our management.
oh God.
It's just like, oh,
We get it,
it's
though.
up to
Yeah.
luck. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what?
But it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a part of it too, man. It's a part of it.
And it's
just
like trends change so
Yep.
fast.
Every week is something else.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you guys find yourself like watching those trends? When I'm sure, like, I get the vibe that you guys, you want to be like organic
Hopefully.
too, and you're trying to make your own sound. You want it to
Yeah.
be that forever sound. So I'm sure you're not just like, oh my God, I'm trying to chase the trend, but you still like probably keep up with it.
It's trends for content. I was about to say. Answer that for
Okay.
It's for the content.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not looking for nobody outside of
Right.
whatever genre we're going for that day. What's up in that world that we like?
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
outside of
Yeah.
that, when it's the content, we're trying to.
Yeah, I'm literally,
So
like,
whatever
I feel
anybody
like I watch
else
all
is
day. I'm just like, what are these people doing? Like, can we do this? Can we tweak this? It's just like, how can we implement these like things that are working into our own social media content and, yeah, that it's annoying, but it's definitely something that I do constantly, and I think that's the problem. People get burnt out.
Yeah.
Especially a lot like artists, creatives, all kind
Yeah.
of like just get burnt out because like it's a constant battle of just like comparing, like
Yeah.
compare and contrast and all like just trying to figure out what works for you and what doesn't and what you can do to match someone else. It's just like, yeah, it'll brain rot,
Yeah,
brain rot
that's true.
for sure.
It felt like that topic of social media for artists is a common theme, especially this season so far. And you mentioned about like being burnt out. I'm sure that the artists that we spoke to like early on in the season felt the same exact way. How do you, I guess, deal with that, being burnt out, finding time to relax, knowing that it's
It's
a constant, yeah.
You talk.
Oh, you tried to. I see what you did. That was smart. I respect you so much. Nah, you got love for me for that. That was nice. This is the advice I try to give Ren. It's just like I just try your best to find a hobby, find things you like to do, things that just
Yeah.
make you happy on a regular. Like try to be a person. 'Cause I feel like
Yeah.
Ren puts so much effort into every day, just trying to get people to listen to us, see
Yeah.
us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And because of that, she's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? He's like going crazy at
Right.
a point. So
Yeah.
because of this, like you gotta also like live your regular life. We're not also always just Ren. You know what I mean?
This shit.
I know that's the plan, but you gotta still have it right. You got bunnies at the house. The bunnies don't know you, Ren. Right?
All right.
Right? You know what I'm saying though? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So just find things you actually like to do and make you
Yeah.
happy outside. That's would be the best thing for me. I don't know if Zen would agree or have a different idea.
Yeah. I mean, the burnt out thing. It's a double-edged sword.
Because it's
With that, because it's kind of like
it's a part of it, man.
you kind of do got to keep an eye on what's going on
Yeah.
around you, but also you can't let it consume you.
Yes.
At the same time, so like what they say, comparison is a thief of joy. Like you know,
That's so
you
true.
You can't let that take you under, but also you gotta be on your game. So it's like a balance.
I am taken like Liam Neeson.
It's
Okay.
okay.
All right. Oh, that killed me. That threw me off. No, you're right though.
It's a
100%
balancing act
right.
though. You
It
know
is.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of gotta find a happy medium where you can kind of be into that and also not lose your mind.
Yes.
I know it's an everyday struggle. You know.
Yeah, you talking? Because honestly, like, come on, y'all. Anybody that make music, y'all know y'all crazy for trying to be a musician.
Yeah.
We know the world we live in, right? Like, so
Yeah.
it's come on, man. This luck. That's why we
That's
say the luck
why-
part. I'm
yeah.
like, friend. Everybody that's famous is lucky. It don't matter how famous. We know everybody in this room know people more talented than all of us. That don't mean nothing. So that's the whole. You know, you just got to figure out the best situation for you. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know.
We've been talking a lot about like the opportunities and how many people are in this industry now. And the fact that it's so hard for like from what we've been hearing from artists, it's so hard to carve out those opportunities because you're competing with so many other people at the end of the day. Like, how do you guys find that? How do you guys like, I guess, chase your opportunities? What does that look like to you? Is that a good question? Oh
It's
my
a
gosh,
fire question.
okay.
I think I got lost. Can you explain what you mean by the chase your
I haven't
opportunities?
answered that.
Oh, then never mind.
Oh, I want to hear it.
I
Okay.
still want to let you. I'm still you don't understand it.
Okay.
Like, at the same time, I think when you say that, at this point, because it's so oversaturated, the way that I chase these opportunities is by trying to continue to be super authentic to myself
Yeah.
and what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of like, I do a lot of things. Like, especially on my own. Like, sometimes I just like sit in my room and I'm like, let me make an indie alternative rock song that like stuff like that. And like, we don't put that out.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes I just have fun like kind of creating that world. And it's like I could put it out, but I'm not gonna do that because it's not actually true to me. It's just something I like to listen to. And I feel like a perfect example, not to like harp on this dude again, but Tommy Richmond with $1 Million Baby, like he really he's been doing this for a while. Like I saw him on TikTok a while ago.
Yeah.
And he really stuck to his own sound and kept releasing and kept sticking like so hard that like it blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now people are just like, yo, this dude's on something different. Blah, blah, blah. No, he's just really being himself and continuing to
Right.
be for a long period of time. And I'm like, yo, if we just stick to it, if we just keep going, being ourselves and also like, you know.
I'm trying to say it out through
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it eventually, with the consistency, it'll stick. And the people that will like it, and that's just all we need to work
That's all,
with.
that's all you need this time anyway, right?
And you know that's your real base.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
Like
I'm
the
saying.
people that are gonna be there with
Thank you.
you and love what you're doing regardless. Like those are your
Right.
true base.
They're already out
Yeah.
there. We just need to expand on it. And it's just like that's all it is at this point. It's crazy though. Like just trying because there is so much out there.
Yeah.
But I think the difference really is like a lot of people are copying other people, or like just don't know themselves in a way. Like it's just, this
Yeah.
is,
Really
I hear a lot of
Yeah.
different artists. And I might even like it, but like you can tell, like listen to the music, they're just listening to someone they like and trying to mimic it.
Trying to
The
do
trend.
it.
The trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I can do that. Let me try it, and then they
Yeah.
blow up of it. I'm like, well, no, like it's not gonna. You need longevity in this game.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you need to last now.
Yeah.
It's like
You always
everybody
need
can
to
do
last,
it, but
right?
now who's
Yeah.
gonna last? And we narrowed down to that. Yeah.
If you're like chasing a style or like, oh, I saw somebody famous do this and they were successful, so like I should do that. That doesn't.
That's why people are like Tizo or like blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
like people are doing their own thing, being themselves, and that's the only thing that's gonna separate people now.
I feel like it's interesting to see people copying each other and being like have that longevity career, because I think right now you can kind of point to there's only a few artists who actually had that longevity of a career, and like most of them are like mainstream artists. You think Drake, Taylor Swift,
Before this whole
and everyone that's blown up like recently, it's like 1-2 hits, and then they're just gone, and the next artist comes up, replaces them, and then they have their 1 or 2 hits, and it's like that constant cycle of like hits after hits. But like that artist that you love, that the song that they made, they're just gone.
Gone, yeah.
And it's like, oh, what are they up to now? It's like, well, they just live at home, have a family, kind of chilling.
Yeah, went back to whatever they was doing before
Like
this.
within the last year, one single year, I've seen that happen to multiple people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they get their little viral thing off, and then all of a sudden, gone. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I wanted to start dropping music, and they're back to regular content. Regular like, get ready with me.
This is what I had for breakfast. That's crazy. You gotta do. That was
What I had for breakfast?
That was pretty funny.
Oh man.
Part of it's like, how much do you really want it at that point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean that as a dig to anyone, but almost like if this is your passion and what drives you, you would think that it would be the thing that keeps driving you. You'd keep making stuff.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like, oh my God, every track is a hit, you know? Like, you still keep doing it.
Dude, if we weren't pushing for the same goal that we're pushing for now, I would still be making stuff.
Right, yeah.
I still have a setup. I still have ideas. I still have things I go through. You know, it's like it would just keep happening because it's really fun for me. It's like a release. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. So
I
what?
I do look out into the crowd and a little confused, but
A little confused. Are we all some days? You know.
Oh man. So what has been the most challenging part of like this journey so far that you guys been on?
What we been talking about?
Yeah.
That's really it. Because everything else is like it. I'm not even saying that I'm only saying it in a confident way, not a confident way at all. Like it comes pretty easy to all of us.
Yeah.
What the rest of it, performing is just fun. I don't even look at that as stress. Never.
Yeah.
When it comes to making music, it's a release. I crave that. You know, every other part of it is lit. It's just like, man, help, come see us.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many. It's just so many.
Yeah.
Like you said, you could be fighting with the people that's local, that is in your genre or not, or you're also fighting Drake and Kendrick that came out.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're trying to get who was it? Forbats was like in this kind of conversation. He was like, bro, Kendrick, chill. Like I just dropped my project.
Yeah.
Like that actually it's hilarious, but that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's like, bro,
sure.
what is he supposed to do? Because he's not famous, but he's viral famous.
Yeah.
So that's his shot, and now he's like, you know, so it's kind of it's it's definitely the hardest time now.
Yeah.
I think because pre-COVID, we were doing like, oh my god, I can't say the amount of shows we did. We did like over 70, 80 shows in like
that's
a
what
year.
it is. That's what meeting people is. I feel like we thrive in meeting new people. And having to shut down and also having to like figure out social media is definitely kills because now it's just like about pushing the songs, but people aren't finding out who we are, and that's why doing things like this, you guys, it's like working out because we're just like, how do we talk about anything? You know,
Who we are as a project,
know. And I feel like I've gotten the same advice from someone I respect that you're just like, we love your music, but who are you? And I'm just like, how am I supposed to explain that? Like, I don't know.
With the type of music we make, it does get hard
it's
for us
like, I'm
to
making
figure
a
out.
dance song, but you want me to dip right now?
Right, you want to know what I was eating for dinner too? Like that's kind of which pick one.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
We're fine now.
That's great,
But that's the biggest struggle in my opinion.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I guess what will help with that? Like, would it be signing with a label to help them facilitate a lot of that?
I think
or
it would be like this is weird. I don't even know if this exists. I mean, I guess they probably do now. But like signing with like a production team would be lit. Like not like beat production. Not I'm talking about like beats and like the music and all. Like I'm talking like signing with a team that really knows social media and like is down to do all of the content and like every like a month do like 30 pieces or you know what I'm saying like do, like really intense thought out content like and structured and like have all the hashtags ready. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like having that would change the game. I don't know if people do that or if they do it's probably gonna cost a lot but
I'm not even gonna lie, that's so interesting. You do that? Okay, You have to wait. No, for sure though, for sure.
Look at these business connections we're making right now. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's just so interesting you say that because to me, I think it's just a case by case thing. Like, yes, we're talking about us, but when you said like signing a label compared to staying independent, it kind of what you're doing, what you said,
Did
right?
I say that wrong?
Because no, you said it correct. That would just be, you're still independent though. You're not signed to a record label.
Yeah.
Right. You're musically independent. Right, but I just feel like that's a case by case thing because it's like where we're at right now. I don't know, bro. You know, like just being as honest about it. I don't know what the maybe if a label that we never heard of and they don't really gonna support us financially. No,
rise, we can pick for.
I feel like it depends. Yeah, it depends on what's being offered to you and at the time of your life. And I feel like where we're at right now, I think it depends on that situation.
You know what I mean? What you want though, because like what do you want from a label? Like they
kind of just the eyes, the money to be able to put us in the spaces to see, to
that's
get all the
eyes. Then that would be marketing, right?
Right. Which is what she's trying to go for,
right?
Yeah.
Or something that help you get more eyes on you or more exposure. You know what I mean?
I guess the playing devil's advocate on it, what my thing would be like, because we're in the social media time, right? I feel like, again, there's so many talented people, y'all, like that don't get recognized. So I feel like, will the money help it? But it doesn't confirm. It doesn't confirm anything. It doesn't, and a label doesn't either. Right?
Yeah.
But which chance do I think is more? That's why I said it's case by case.
Yeah.
I don't really know. It depends on who's offering it. You know, I feel like if I don't even want to throw a random person and like make a bad relationship in my life, like a random rapper, the random rapper that that's famous, that's not like Drake. Even that, you know what I mean? Like I think even we've seen that even signing where the artists cannot do good for you too. So I think it just depends on that situation and the time. You know, but trust me, I agree with y'all because for our situation. Probably what we're trying to do, let's just stay independent and rock out. But I know if Republic came tomorrow and they got a nice deal and they're like, bro, we're going to put you everywhere. You ran, I know you. Don't play with me. I know you, bro. You're my friend. I know you. Stop playing. She's literally going to be like, okay, well, can we just talk? Can we just talk about it? Come on. Did we get a tour too? Like, I know you want the tour. They say the tour, you might just already drop. Look.
Yep. Doormat for a tour. Like,
come on.
I
Come on.
So bad. I just want to be on the road and perform music, and that's all I want. Like honestly, like I feel like over time, becoming an artist and everything, like that has become like the top for me. It was like here at like 5, and like as time has gone on, I'm just like I just want to be on the road and perform because I constantly am berated by people on the line who are out there that I love touring and doing what they love every day. And I'm just like, oh, it'd be really nice to do that.
Facts.
Like, it would just be really nice to do that.
Yeah.
See, so I think you would sign that check. That's all I'm saying. I think you would sign that check. That's all I'm saying.
Excited.
All I'm saying for me, I think it would depend.
Just check. I have you in a team. So, like, I would have to still think about it, but I would definitely look like this.
Feels like the label would be like a resource, you know, just like a benefit. It's not gonna like make you into something that you're not, but like to have that resource, especially when it's like you guys want to focus on the music and it's like you're doing the music and you're also trying to crack the code to the algorithm on social media and you gotta market and you gotta like look up the hashtags that are like you're doing so many things that it's almost like how do you do all of it? Plus the music, right? Like, assuming the music's the top thing.
You're
like,
one thing.
yeah. How does that work? Like balancing on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if like every single day looks a little bit different, probably.
For sure.
It does.
I mean,
especially
we all work. You know what I mean?
I have a child. Like, am I the only one with a baby?
Yes.
Right?
What?
Yeah.
I have to ask that.
Y'all think I don't know what y'all doing all the time. I'm just playing. No, we just have a lot of different lives. You know, it's like 6, 7 of us, so the schedule is different every single day. But we just try our best to always be able to link or always be able to try to keep it together.
I feel like at max it's like 2 times a week. You know what I mean? Like maybe once. You know, it's just like touch base, figure out the plans, what we can do, and what we can do like without getting together
separately.
Okay. It definitely gets in the way, but it's like you gotta work to fund the music, so that's definitely a thing. But
you mean like what the day to day is, I guess? Luckily, I mean, we've been having some help with the content. You know what I mean? We've been able to like take a little bit of shout out matrix. It's been taking some weight off. Shout out Cole, yes. It's been taking some of the weight off of us as far as like having to brainstorm content all the time.
Yeah.
So we have been able to be more focused on the music and connecting dots and sending emails and doing stuff that we might not have the time to do maybe last month or a couple months ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's been a big help for sure.
For sure.
So you know, strides. Steps.
Yeah. So you mentioned you want to go on tour.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there a particular city that you want to stop?
City?
All of every city.
Every
city.
I mean,
like, is there one city you really want to perform
at? I
at?
definitely want to go LA. Like,
You gotta go to London.
Yeah.
Right, I feel like
wanna be
LA's
outside.
cliche.
Yeah.
I want to be out of the country. I want to do some like shows that are like.
Is it because of where it is though, or because of that actual fan base? Because I didn't know how you.
Yeah, because like appreciate that kind of music.
Right.
It's just gonna hit
Me too.
different.
I wanna
It's
go
just gonna hit
there.
different.
Yeah.
We,
Okay.
so,
UK for that.
like
Gotcha.
because we kind of started, not started, but like we dabbled in like UK garage and stuff like that, and like different, like house. And,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's all stems, but like it's just, we got on a couple of radio Jones. We got.
Say what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, he said talk that shit. If I could. It was BBC, right? It was BBC Radio.
BBC Radio bumped
That's
us.
dope.
Kiss
Oh,
FM
damn.
played us. We got a couple different things. Rinse FM. Yeah, it was all really fucking fire, and I was just like, wow. Like, I just really hope they love this because this is theirs. You know, like at this point in time, like this is really like kind of their vibe, and like. I'm like, I don't want to just like jump in and sound like we're just trying to mimic some stuff. But, like, I really think we're trying to do it justice and like have fun with it, and or like if they appreciate us, like I'll move.
She not lying.
He said, I am gone tomorrow.
I will be there.
No, you good.
But I'm just like, it's just crazy. To just be somewhere that you would never expect to be. And perform music to people that you would never expect to meet. It's just like a really crazy feeling. I just like I need to feel that. I sometimes when I'm like watching things on social media, like different artists, like I think the first person that comes to mind, like Kid Leroy, like they post videos of them on tour, and it's like the lights, the it's like stadium stuff now. I'm like wow, like. I feel like I would freeze in those moments. I would shit myself or something like that. Like, I don't know what would happen.
You better not do that with me.
I know. I don't know
like,
what
yo.
I locked in one of those moments and got to feel that kind of energy.
No, I
don't know. Like, I feel like I would forget all the words to my song because, like, that is just such an intense thing. Yeah. And I just need to feel it at some point. So that's what I'm like on the tour so I can build up and feel that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's freaking
That's
awesome.
what
Tell us more, like,
houses.
I want to
Relax.
sprinkle that in there too.
The word houses. After saying that's it too.
That's it. Just toss that in there and then I'm good. I want to hear more about like what a show like looks like for you guys. I know you talked about just like how important the communication, like getting out there to meet and like meet people, like talk to them and genuinely connect. So like what does a show look like typically?
For us, well, we're still figuring it out as much as we can, but we always the most we can. I'm sorry. I try to get live auto-tune for our sets. It always just adds a little bit because almost all of our music is that way, right?
Yeah.
We go like digital sonically for any style that we do. So even if we pop up with like some R&B stuff, we're gonna try to put our specific digital sound.
Your twist is on it.
Yeah, our twist on it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very intentional.
Yeah.
But so that we try to do that live. We try to just talk to the crowd as more than we used to, because a lot of the times it would just be me running around and making people go and forcing them to jump. You know, like that. Because I'm kind of giving rapper energy, even though we're singing. While Ren is like, I'm with the glasses on, like,
yes.
You know what I mean? But it's like a yin and yang kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah, that's normally our whole setup.
Yeah.
But then lots of songs, and most of the time it's lots of different types of songs. Recently, it's been more the style we're at right now. But yeah, that's right. That's our.
Yeah, I mean, it's just high energy. energy.
Right. We're trying to
More energy.
Right. But we're even trying to like more and more every time we get a chance to perform, like try to incorporate ways to communicate with the crowd. You know, like a regular, not hey ho type of thing, but just be able to talk to y'all and have a conversation.
Right.
Like we've had great artist friends, like Rico. Shout out to Rico, there she go. Like she's so good at just being able to connect with the crowd. I know people that like might not even understand Rico's music per se, like stylistically, but when they see her show, they're like, I love you. I want to be your friend. I at least respect you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to get and just
the energy.
add people to the family a bit. Make them feel like, yo, I gotta listen to y'all because y'all, I like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, no egos. It's like,
Right.
like the second we get off, it's like,
We trying to be
talk
homies.
to
Yeah,
us.
come talk. Besides me sweating, I can't hug you, but for you, not even for me.
For you.
I got a rag now.
So I kind of want to go back to like the tour. You choosing like London, the Europe scene. Have you seen your streams dictate towards that too? Because I think we sat down with Dom and Jesse.
Oh, we love them.
Yeah.
We love Dom and Jesse.
Yeah.
Went to school with Dom too.
Damn, that's great. A small world, man.
Small world in Philly, right? Yeah.
A lot of people, I think, was it in Asia, like K-pop?
Yes.
Like-
Weren't they saying Indonesia, maybe?
Like just loves their music.
Wow.
For some reason. So like that's one area they
But they
wanna go play.
pinpointed it, and they
Yeah.
were like, we don't know why, but it's just this like particular part of the
Yeah.
world that loves us.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
No, we've definitely done it before. We haven't. Have you recently? I haven't, because you can look that up on Spotify. But I haven't checked.
Recently, not so much, but like before, like with our first project at 7 Minutes Forever, our song "Dare to Go" definitely kind of reached, and there was definitely a little more play over there than there was here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, like.
Yeah. But it was woe for us because it was like that song is UK garage, so it was like intentional.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were really listening, it was like, oh, we did that, and
We
it worked.
did
Like,
it,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were like, you won't believe this. It's from across the pond.
They did that. You're killing me today, bro. Oh, that's literally what they said from across the pond. Oh, that was great.
That's so fun.
Across the pond. That's awesome.
But like there's definitely little spikes here and there. But
Yeah.
definitely want to get some more for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Any particular venues that you guys really want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna be cliche then. I can't even do that.
You can be cliche.
You know,
That's fine.
Like, I'll be weird and say like the Sydney Opera House or something. Like something left over. There we go. You Sydney Opera. You don't know the Sydney Opera House, brother? Oh, you know. The Sydney Opera in Australia, yeah.
Yeah.
Come, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, you doing it.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Sure.
He's like, am I supposed to? You disrespect. You better tell the Australians
I know
that you're sorry. Hugh Jackman is pissed right now. Okay? He is upset.
He is upset.
But no, honestly, I'm upset cliche because like MSG. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to. I don't know. Like,
I have to.
Big
I like
deal.
basketball too. It's just
Yeah.
so much been in that building for me. I just gotta,
Yeah.
I
There's
would
a
like
lot.
that.
There's a lot of history.
There's too much history.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
and
of history.
I respect history a lot. So,
Yeah.
I've been in there one
Come
single
on, you
time.
never seen that? You lying? Sydney Opera.
Oh, see, I can't see.
But you really can't see that?
I need glasses.
Oh no, you like actually it's too far.
I love my sunglasses.
There we go. You gotta zoom in. Gotta zoom in.
You've seen that
You
for
see
sure.
You've not seen it before.
Yeah.
You've not never seen it. Also, it's not a big age difference, but that shouldn't be the thing. Never mind. I was gonna say there was an age difference for like 3 years ago. That shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter. It does sometimes with like music we listen to though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh man, it's kind of big. Like, cause the hip hop that I grew up on and Zenn grew up on, way different than her class. So since she wasn't forced, and my parents forced me into hip hop.
Yeah.
My parents grew up
Yeah.
with that era being the first people that were alive when hip hop came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they put it on to me. It wasn't the same in our household. So when she got put on, it's her. Take Care Drake is her first
Yeah.
hip hop, and like
Wow.
at least that she remembers. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another world.
I said,
Another
I woke
world.
up one day.
He said.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was
She
it.
didn't even know Wayne like that.
I had
We
to
used
go
Drake
back.
around.
I didn't.
I be
Like,
trying
I
to-
wasn't there for that. You know what I mean?
I be trying to tell her.
Yeah. I came into music very different.
It's okay.
Can you
It's
name
so-
any particular inspirations?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, Paramore.
Yeah,
Mm.
okay.
I love them. You can't tell now, but since 10th grade, I was dyeing my hair bright red.
Yes.
Um,
I love that.
You still get
We need
I'm,
pics.
I'm
Don't do that.
trying to do this
Yeah.
well.
We need
Yes.
pics. We need
Okay, bring
pics.
it back.
Yeah.
We need
I
pics.
love that.
True, you didn't realize you ain't had that right here. A little,
It's
in a
been,
little
it's
set.
been
Only a
like
little set.
3 years, man.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought it was like this year. Oh.
No. You can see the bro, like, it's been a minute. But
But like you, it's all over the. I'm gonna say, say don't like TLC.
Yeah.
That's what throws me off.
Yeah.
Because the
Okay.
age is like, how do you
My
listen to
parents.
TLC?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Right.
have
Right.
parents.
Okay. No. That's fair.
So wait, what were they listening to? Like-
TLC, Prince,
Okay.
No Doubt.
You were listening to No Doubt? That's dope. I'm
That's
super for
funny,
that.
yep.
I
Yep.
got super them.
Yeah.
Evanescence.
Ooh, yep.
That's only your era. That's your era, though.
Yeah, but my mom listened. I only know
Wow.
Evanescence because of my mom.
I'm about to get mom again. She was in there mixing it up.
Yeah.
I didn't get that mixing. My parents listened to a lot of type of music too, but it would just be on, you know, it's still cycling through most of the things. that
Yeah.
you normally listen to. No, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's really fire.
But it was a weird range of just like, cause my dad even he listens to like divorced dad rock. You know what I mean? Like
Divorced dad, bro.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm about to,
No. I don't know. Is it a subgenre? We've been having the subgenre talk. Is that something
Some
new?
acts in the genre.
No, please.
fucking Nickelback. Who else?
Is he Creed? Is he right? Creed?
Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
Like
I don't know these
people
people.
like
Yeah.
Bush.
Oh,
Like
I never heard
people
of
like.
wow.
Oh, are you dissing these people by saying
No.
that? Okay, this is all respect to
They're
them.
on fire.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
like Daltrey. Like come on.
Daughtry.
wow.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
No, this is
This
fully
is a
a
thing,
genre.
right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. You did something.
Who's the biggest? Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What? That is crazy.
I get what you're trying to say. You about to disrespect the whole culture. You need to stop.
Yeah.
I said about getting canceled earlier. You gotta tone it down.
I love them.
We was at the Super Bowl about 3 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I know what you're trying to say, but like we love them too on the other side.
Yeah.
All right.
I get it. But,
She should get us in trouble.
Next question.
I've been trying to tell her.
So no cancellations today. Absolutely not.
so it really is a lot of that. Like it's just like I grew up with a lot of rock, hard rock, grunge. Nirvana, a big one.
Nirvana,
Big
absolutely,
one. I
yeah.
feel like it's bigger for everyone. They just really changed the game. But
I don't know. Can I ask one question? I'm asking what, like, but
you
outside
asking
of
me questions, not
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
interested. I'm
No, we
interested.
love it.
Besides TLC, what was there? What R&B did you hear in the house growing up? I genuinely want to know. If you can remember. If you don't, you know. But if you can, because TLC is
Maybe
specific
not.
as hell.
No,
You
maybe
said Paramore,
Yeah.
Evanescence,
All right,
Nirvana.
all right.
I'm like, how the hell you get TLC?
Mariah, Jill
Okay.
Scott.
Okay.
So what was
Lauren.
going on at the time? What was going on at the time? All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like Mariah.
Yeah.
Like radio.
Yeah. It's definitely
In a good way.
the
That's
big
not a bad
people
thing.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
There wasn't a ton of it. I can't remember. Like, okay, Tony Braxton.
No, yeah,
That's one.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, that's one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
scared because one time we ain't gonna say the tape you said, but remember one time he was like, Brady, one of the greatest something of all time. She was like, Brady? I was like, yo, you gonna get it right. But we will do that another day. Yeah. See, the hot take. You think about this, you own. You got the hot take.
Yeah,
You got the
yeah.
take.
I guess.
That's funny.
I'm gonna say very all over the place, and once I woke up to real life and music, it was The Weeknd and Drake. So it was
I love The
very
Weeknd.
much trilogy weekend, which
Yeah.
brought me
Young
into
people,
this
bro.
Black Bear and Drake.
Canadians.
The Canadian.
It's the
I don't know why that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I'm alone outside.
He popped out talking about they not like us.
No, I'm sorry. I gotta calm down.
Here goes your drink.
He said I was at New Hope King. Yeah, I get no more feature, bro.
Drake
Damn.
features
If you could just edit
done.
that one line out, just for fun. Oh man.
Well,
Nah, but you're not wrong though. Nah, Drake was definitely. It was like 2016.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it was
it was
shit.
earlier than that.
Yeah, it was.
Like
Yeah.
14, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. 14, 15, 16.
That's just like sign of the times. I
Yeah.
feel like that was what was popular at that point. That was what was out. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, were you 26?
Now I am.
Right, so that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Oh. But I don't know. I thought you do something. Give me a segment or something.
We got her take on what she grew up with, her inspiration.
Oh, yes, yeah.
From the others.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I go.
Yeah, you go, Alex. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
You got any like names?
Like, I mean, I don't.
I guess it's gonna come off cliche or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
it's like it is pretty cliche. Like
What's the
We're okay with
yeah.
cliches. It doesn't matter.
Like Jay-Z, Wayne,
Yeah.
Drake, obviously.
Was that in your house? Like you played that in the house? You played that, or like did anything?
Oh, like grew up like
Her-
some
like
of my
you were
parents
hearing,
and stuff
yeah.
Like that. My mom played some Tupac.
Oh, okay, Mark.
Yeah. And then like a lot of old R&B, like Tina
Yeah.
Marie, Rick James.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Tough.
Jill Scott. Yeah, stuff like that. Like in that genre, you know what I mean? In those pockets. Same with my pops. All that same stuff, all R&B type stuff.
Yeah. What he said. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna just be honest. Like when it comes to like the household, which is a black culture. You know what I'm saying? Just like I grew up with both of my parents my whole life. They just whatever they grew into. I'm not gonna say grew up on because they didn't play that. They played what they grew into. With. All hip hop. Like my dad put me on the like rock hand. Like you know like old stuff and then just all of R&B all the way up to now. You know what I mean? That's what forced me to just love everything. Like even my dad plays country music here and there. So it's just you know. I like
Moose is loving his country,
I'm country.
yeah.
I'm a country.
Beyonce turned me out.
Yeah, right.
I might get a cowboy hat. Man. I ain't gonna show nobody.
He said,
I'm not gonna show.
it's in my Amazon
she
cart.
Can pull it off. I have a theory that only certain people can wear any type of hat, and I think it depends. I can wear every hat.
I got small head.
Yeah, come on, it's a
small
head thing, right? I put a
head.
beanie on, I look crazy.
Yeah.
She can wear any type of hat. I think you got something.
I can try certain ones.
Here we go. Okay, here and there. But anyway, but yeah, so because of that, it doesn't everything in the house. My dad also played jazz. It just really depended on whatever my parents listened to, and I just kind of ran with it. Yeah.
You guys still flow like with the same genres now, or has that completely changed? Because
I do everything.
Yeah.
Because of that, I listen to anything. Literally Thursday night at midnight, I'm just clicking if I know the name or if it looks cool too, just so I can try it.
Yeah.
And then I just keep going or stay with those people or not. You know, for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Yeah, right. You switch up for sure.
I think I gravitated towards certain people. Like, okay, like say The Weeknd. Like, I really loved the darkness of it. Like, it just feels like a night drive, nightclub. Like, everything just feels so, like, cool. And I feel like I kind of wanted to stay that realm. And I also, I feel that way, too. Like, I feel like even, like, with life things or, like, relationships, whatever the heck, like, I'm like, oh, I can apply all of these things and still have the sound and get whatever I have on my mind out. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I really gravitated towards that. I do have moments. I have little pockets of time where like I really want to make like a not even grunge, like what's it called shoegaze. Like I really want to make some like shoegaze type music or like some hard rock. And like I think about that sometimes, or like I really envy some people like this artist Amira El-Feki on TikTok. She's like really going crazy right now. She's kind of like the new Evanescence, right? But really, I'm like, it's crazy. But I hear her music, I'm like, wow, like it'd be so cool to do that. Or like the aesthetic of that, I'm like, oh, I would love to do that. But it's not what I do.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard because it's like I know, like when I see these things, I'm like, dang, you're really cool for this. Like I really want like that in my life.
Yeah.
But like,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna make a sexy drill song so bad,
but,
but they gonna be like, why you doing that?
Yeah, with Mad Love, it's a little sexy.
It ain't sexy. I'm trying to I'm trying to make Fabio dance.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, I like so many types of music, like so many different genres that like, it's really hard to almost figure out what you want.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, what I'm doing right now is what I want right now, but like 2 years from now, I might really be somewhere else. Like, and that's really hard to like kind of figure out because I feel like that's why social media has been so hard. And we would cycle back to that because it's like, you really need to stick to one thing and like hammer it. Right. You know?
I feel like y'all did a good job though throughout your career up to this point, showing what y'all can do in other genres. So like when y'all do get to a point,
you gotta go back though.
Well, yeah, but
that's his point though.
What I'm saying, when y'all do
agree.
get to a point of notoriety for people, it's not going to be a confusion when you switch it up because it's already there. The seeds were already planted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Discography.
Yeah.
They can see, all right, this is not so out of range for you to make a different kind of song because you've done it before.
We know you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's kind of like you're like kind of the Weeknd reference, right? But in reverse, because it's like if he do go back to R&B, all the Weeknd fans like, is that bad? Right. So I'm saying it is. I agree with that. It's just gonna take a real fan to go back. You know. But yeah, that's the point. Making it now. So.
And you were saying too in the beginning, like, I can do everything, which like I love. You're like, I do know how to mix all this. I do know how to produce all these different ways. So I feel like you have more ability to jump into these different things.
Yeah.
And I mean, the social media part of it makes it harder when you want to hone in on one thing. But like having that makes you even more versatile.
Yeah.
And maybe you can extend to like, okay, well, this group of people would have never known me if I didn't make that one track.
Right.
That was completely different, right?
It gives me a lot of choice. For
Yeah.
Sure. But like, I think what sucks is that it feels like every like 3 weeks my mind changes.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 1 second I'm like, yeah, we're going crazy with this house music, and then the next second I'm like, let's make it some indie.
That's gonna be hilarious because you really hit me like,
suddenly
oh, that's
I'm
funny.
from
That's
the
funny.
Midwest, like.
No, I feel
man.
like, be honest, I feel like once After Hours came out, we both were like, yeah, I'm trying to do that instead.
Yeah.
But then and I was like, Zen, is that too far? He was like, y'all kind of doing it now. I'm like, all right, it's too far. If he said we're already kind of doing it, I'm like,
After?
we Kehlani joke.
Oh.
I feel like once that came out, you was trying to be on some island dance, like you wanted to do one. Did you say that?
I mean, no, I did only because of what's her name? Amare, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Her Angels in Tibet song is crazy.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I know that one. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I bet. He's gonna play it later. Bet.
It's too good.
Okay.
So
But
when
yeah,
are,
but because of that, that's what I meant.
when are we getting the divorced dad
Yo,
track?
I've
Like,
been
I kind of want to hear that
I've been
now.
asking for it so bad.
Yeah. You're like, next
I
week.
do these are all sitting in my Logic somewhere, like never to be seen by anybody. Like,
Oh man.
I'm about to say, you know her June?
like I definitely at some point in life
She's gonna
maybe.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it has to happen. Like
It's gonna.
I've
Of
always
course.
wanted to be the lead in the band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be the front man
You
in
need
some like rock band. Like that'd be so lit. Oh my god. But like,
She said just no time.
when's that?
I know,
happen?
yeah.
Not now.
It doesn't make sense
Because even
right now.
right, even your solo, when you drop your solo projects,
It won't
it
be that.
don't be that. I mean, you already got one, and it's not that. You know what I mean? But one day, I'm gonna force you because I tell her, I bring it
I
up every now
want
and
to
then.
like jump
Yeah.
on someone else's thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of
Yeah.
want someone else to hit me up, or like some of the band was like, "Yo, can you get on this song?" And then I kind of freak it my way, and it sounds really dope, and is all what I've ever wanted, and it's out.
You
for
think it'll
that.
be enough, and then you'll be
I don't
done?
want.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need
Right.
to put out my own project for it. You know what I mean? I want to jump on. Like if someone was like, okay, back in the day, not back in the day, like it's not that old, but like it's like okay, this band, Apocalyptica, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were like an orchestral like metal band,
Okay.
right? And all they did was play instrument. Like they had like upright basses,
Oh, I know what
but it
you're
would
saying.
sound
Yeah.
like hella metal, right?
Sweet.
Yeah. That's hard.
But
Though.
all
yeah.
they did for their albums was recruit different singers.
Oh, that's tough.
And I really appreciated it because one of the songs I found that they did was with the lead singer Flyleaf. With
Yes,
Steve,
yeah.
And that song is crazy. And I just want to be recruited for something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need my own project. I just want someone to be like, yo, I know you can do it. And we know you like it. So let's put you on it.
So you just trying to be on like invited to like We Are the World of divorce.
No.
The We Are the World.
No, but
Yes.
I hear you. I'm just playing. You should do that.
nothing that
I don't know if anybody in the city. I mean, people in the city definitely get that type of music, but I don't know if they know you, so you need to hit them up.
Yeah. But,
Because we on the other side, like we do other stuff.
yeah.
So
Damn.
It'd be nice to, like, once people figure out who I am as a
you
person,
are. Oh,
or
right.
who I am,
Yeah.
Yes.
then
They do
it'll
do
make
that.